Hi guys, my name is Blessing. I'm here to tell you welcome to KIRB. Yes, this is Keeping It Real with B, and today we're going to be talking about friendship. Yes, friendship. So this particular video is going to cover a lot of things under the topic friendship. We're going to be talking about a whole lot, so stay tuned and stay gummed. And just before I pop out, I want to thank my new visitors. I just want to thank all the people tuning into my channel for the first time and tell them please subscribe, like, share and comment on my video. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you for returning. We love you. Yes, we love you. I love you. So let's tune in. So this is KIRB, Keeping It Real with B, and today we're talking about friendship. Yes. So what exactly is friendship? Many people see friendship differently. But for me, I believe that friendship is a bond between people. Simple. A bond between people. Bold bond. Now, the reason I'm emphasizing on bond is because so many people just misuse the word friends these days. Some people are like, this is my friend, that is my friend. And I feel like it's a bit too much, We should all normalize the fact that everybody is not your friend. Sometimes they are your colleagues, your acquaintance, your mentors, your associates. Everybody cannot be your friend. Sometimes they are your turn-up partner, your club partners, something. Not totally friends. I mean, everybody cannot be your friends, guys. It doesn't work that way. Now, so the major things we're talking about today. So we're talking about friendship, and we're going to be asking a few questions and answering it right here on the camera. So guys, stay tuned as I am coming in with the first question. Bye. So, having highlighted the fact that friendship has to be a bond of affection or trust between two people, it's with that note that I will go into details telling you the types of friends. Yes, the types of friends. There are different types of friends. The first on my list is the friends of utility. This is what most of you know as friends with benefits, yeah? But Aristotle called it friends of utility. And the reason he said that is because utility as a word refers to the usefulness, the importance, the beneficial nature of things and people. So when we say friends with utility or of utility, is because we're referring to them as friends who benefit from that friendship. Now, the second on our list, according to Aristotle, on the types of friendship is friends with pleasure. These are friends that you just generally enjoy talking to. You enjoy going out with them. You enjoy their company. Those are your friends with pleasure. Those are the friends that you just want to be around them. You get? Okay, the third on my list is friends of the good. This kind of friends can refer to people that you just want to hang out with. Now, the difference between the friends with pleasure and friends of the good is the fact that friends of the good are the people that you're looking to benefit from, but in the sense that they are more enlightened or richer or more connected than you. So those are friends of the good. Those are friends that you know that your relationship with them tends to be productive to an extent. Now, moving on to the next so that we don't have to make this video long, the levels of friendship. Yeah, the levels of friendship, guys. Okay, talking about the levels of friendship, the first one we're going to refer to are the essential friends. These are the people that keep you going in your day-to-day business, in your day-to-day transactions. These are those friends that are dear to your heart, that are close to you to a certain extent. They know you. Those are the kind of friends that we Nigerians call The people that know you to your house, those are essential friends. Friends that you need in your corner, friends that you need behind you, friends that you know that they are going to talk good about you and they're going to stand up for you when you're not there. Those are essential friends. The second set of friends are the collaborators. These are friends that come with the intention of business. These are friends that come, that you meet while trying to build yourself to some certain extent. For me, I believe that the collaborators are the friends that you invest with, the friends you make money with. As much as you can make money with your essential friends, most of the time, it doesn't really work that way. So it's easier for you to meet a stranger and build an empire with a stranger than for you to try to build an empire with a childhood friend who, at any slightest issue or quarrel, might think that you have changed because they think they know you so well. That is the difference. That is the reason why most of the time we advise people to meet a stranger and build with a stranger. Sorry about that, but sometimes it's helpful. Now, on the list, on my list, yes, the third set of friends are the associates. These are the friends I love to call the acquaintance, the colleagues from the office. Not everybody in your office is your friend. Not everybody you go to work with is your friend. Not everybody that drops you off after work is your friend. Most of them are just associates. Please learn to keep everybody in their level. Learn to draw the boundaries to these friendships, because most of the time we tend to allow people overstep their boundaries in our lives, and sometimes they begin to take us for granted for this unforeseen reason. So when we're talking about the associates or the acquaintance or the colleagues, whatever we decide to call them in this case, we're talking about, as I said earlier, those friends that you work with. Those friends you meet at your workplace. You know, your workplace is part of your place of socialization. So those friends you meet there, those are your associates that you people are working together to build something. Now, on the fourth one on my list, the fourth and the last one under the levels of friendship are the mentors and the mentee friendship. Mentors and the mentee friendship. Now, this is usually a friendship between you and somebody older, or you and somebody not really older by age, but somebody more experienced about life, or experienced about the field of work you want to do, or experienced about your path, the path you want to take in your life. Those are your mentors. Those are the people you normally look up to. So that relationship is the fourth on the level. It's not the lowest though, it's just the least friendship. It is the least friendship, because friendship has to be a bond. And as much as most of the time people have a bond with their mentors and all, there is a limitation to what they know about you. So that is the fourth one. So on to the next question. The next one is how friends influence your success. So friends influence your success in so many ways, more than you and I can imagine. Because the friends you hang out with determine the way you build yourself, determine how you work on yourself, determine what your future holds. For instance, you cannot be hanging out with friends that are smoking and expect not to start smoking. I am not criticizing the smoke. And also, you cannot make friends with someone that you know has a bad attitude and you think it is not influenceable. Nobody is a rock. Without even knowing, you begin to pick up small attitudes and characters by hanging around the wrong crowd. Okay, so the friends you hang out with and what you discuss with these friends determines what your future holds for you. Now, if you want to be rich, you have to. I'm not saying you must hang out with rich people, but I'm saying try to hang out with friends who have the same mindset as you. While growing up, I had an uncle who would always say something. He said, if you want to live big, you think big. So if you know that your circle of friends do not project what your future tells, then you have to find a way to make another circle. I'm not saying abandon your friends. I'm saying make another circle that projects your future. Another circle that makes your future more achievable. You don't associate yourself with people that keep on telling you there is no job in the country. Nah, if there is no job in the country, associate yourself with people that are ready to build jobs for the country. It is that easy. And I am not being a motivational speaker here. I'm just stating facts. The people you hang out with, their influence on you determines your future. So that is how friends can influence your success. So on the next one we have, is friendship an investment? Hey, see. This is it. This is it. Friendship is an investment. Yes, it is. Why, before I start talking about this, I would love to let us know that we should not have expectations in friendship. As much as someone is your friend, and as much as you guys grow together, as much as you guys build together, doesn't mean that you should have expectations or feel some sense of entitlement to whatever is theirs. No, it doesn't work that way. In that way, in situations like that, we end up getting disappointed because sometimes the way you look at life is not the way another person looks at life. Now, friendship is an investment because when you invest in a good friendship and it suddenly yields success, the person has the urge to repay that success. What am I talking about? I'm not saying that if you invest in your friend's company, the person will give you dividends. Nah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about investing in friendship in the sense that you see an opportunity and you tell your friend about it. That's an investment. Now, in the nearest future, your friend might see another opportunity and link your child to it. That is an investment. Investments, unlike what most people know, is not about the present. It's about what is to come. It's about the future, what you're going to gain from that thing in the nearest future. Those are the investment talks we're talking about. So yes, friendship is an investment because you do not plant mango and decide to pluck money. Nah, doesn't work like that. So you reap what you sow. You sow a good seed, you reap a good seed. You sow a bad seed, you reap a bad seed. It's just like that. Potato. Okay? Yes. Next line we have, what type of friendship is ideal? Which is like saying, what type of friendship should one expect? Should one promote? Should one support? So personally, in my opinion, friendship goes beyond words and just calling everybody friends. I believe that in friendship, an ideal friendship should be able to bear painful memories, happy thoughts, awkward conversations, and personal issues should be shared or should be able to be shared without criticism and judgment. Yes, I said it. I said what I said. You should be able to share things you're ashamed of with your friends. Yes, that's what makes them friends. Now, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, if you know that you have a friend you cannot talk to, that is not a friend, though. That is an acquaintance. I'm sorry to tell you this. Yes. So, I believe that in an ideal friendship, it should go beyond partying together, laughing together, going to get lunch together, taking pictures together, tagging friendship goals. Nah. You should learn to have actual conversations with your friends. If you have a friend whom you cannot converse with, then is a problem, because it means that there would never be a chance of free flow of communication between you and them. There will always be a friction because you do not know their levels, you don't know their boundaries you're crossing or not crossing. So an ideal friendship should not be a surface friendship. Nah, we don't do surface here. So the next question is actually very important. So I'm going to drop my diary to talk about this. The next question says, what are the qualities of a good friend? the qualities of a good friend. Guys, there are so many things that you see that you should see before you actually categorize someone as a friend. The first thing on my list is their support. A good friend should be supportive. A good friend should be trustworthy. You shouldn't be friends with people that you cannot trust with telling them things that are going on in your life. A good friend should respect you and your boundaries. A good friend should not take your love and affection for granted. They should be able to reciprocate the love and affection you give to them, because good friendship is not one-sided. A good friend should be an active listener. They should be emotionally available to talk to you and to take care of you when you are down. And the last but not the least, a good friend should accept you for who you are and not try to change you. Yes, they can advise you when they see you're doing something wrong, but they shouldn't try to change you, because that is not what good friendship is about. They should try to invest in you positively, emotionally, mentally. Personally, I believe that if I call someone my friend and there is something they are doing that I do not like, there are other ways to sort it out than trying to change the person. For instance, everybody was not raised the same way, which means Mr. A and Mr. B can never have the same character. Yes, they might have alike characters that will make them compatible, but it doesn't mean that they are the same. They are surely going to have those angles or areas where they are slightly different. Yes. Okay. So the next question I have here is, who are toxic friends? See, I'm not going to lie to you. This question is the reason I'm talking about this. Toxic friendship. Toxic friendship is that kind of friendship where you are not yourself. I don't know how people do it. It's just like talking about toxic relationships and you're like, he will change. He will be better. Things will be fine. Nah. A toxic friendship doesn't allow you to grow. It doesn't allow you to be yourself. In a toxic friendship, they don't support your dreams. They don't see sense in what you're saying. They make you feel small. Your worth is minimized. A good friend should be able to make you reassured and build your confidence and morale. But in a toxic friendship, they drop your confidence. They make you feel less of yourself. They make you feel like you're not enough. They make you feel like what you're saying is trash. So whenever you bring a suggestion, they slide it out and they ignore it like you're nothing. Now, those are situations that make people think low of themselves, that make people develop low self-esteem. And it shouldn't be so, because nobody is meant to have enough right to put you in a place that is not for you. Nobody is supposed to be able to reduce your worth just by their thoughts or their actions to you. There's something I would always tell my friends. I tell them that we don't choose our siblings, we don't choose our family, but we choose our friends. So to say, if I had a sister who would feel like I'm too young to make a decision, for instance, and she would brush it off. Oh, you're young. She brushed it off. I would get upset, but I cannot stop being her sister because I'm stuck with her, right? But if it's a friendship, which I know that I made the decision to choose you to be my friend, and you make me feel any less of what I should feel about myself, I am sorry, but respectfully, I am going to drop that friendship. Because nobody has the right to make you feel less of what you are. And the problem about toxic friendships or toxic relationships is the fact that they act like it's normal. They act like it's nothing. Now, there's this word that I had some time back in 2019 and it stuck to my head. It stuck to my head because of what it meant and how it happened. I never knew what that word meant until I had it in 2019. That word is gaslighting. Gaslighting. I might not give the exact definition the dictionary would give you, but I would tell you what I think about gaslighting. I believe personally that gaslighting has to do with toxic friendships because or toxic relationships, so to say, because you are in a relationship with someone who is not only reducing your worth, your value, and your confidence, the person is also making it look like you are the problem. You are in a relationship or friendship with somebody, and the person tends to make it feel like everything you say is wrong, everything you do is wrong. Therefore, you end up noticing that in the presence of that friendship or in the course of that friendship, you're on your toes at every time. No, in the friendship, you're not supposed to be on your toes. Your friendship is supposed to be a place where you can relax. You can freely speak, you can freely act, and you can freely converse because there is no age. There's no age grade in friendship. There is love, emotion, respect in friendship. Now, if someone is not able to give you that room to be on the same place with them, or the person tends to make you feel like you're less of yourself, then it is not a friendship. It is very toxic and you should not be there. I am tired of people having the mentality that people are going to change. If they are going to change, they will change. But you don't have to be there to make them change. The reason why there are serious cases of domestic violence or battering or stuff like that is because these people always try to see the good in people. I'm not saying don't see the good in people. I'm just saying know the right time to leave. Know the right time to leave. Okay, knowing the right time to leave leads me to my next question, which is, when is it right to dump a friend? When should you dump a friend? I'm going to just give you two instances as to when to dump a friend. The first instance is when the person is becoming a negative influence to your existence. I am not going to talk only from the end of spirituality. Already we know that any friend that takes you away from God is a problem to your life, because if you're not in Christ, you're in crisis. So I'm not going to talk about the path of spirituality. I'm going to talk about the path of simple influence that we could easily avoid. Those things that our parents taught us to avoid, those are the simple influence. Now, any friend that makes it a point of duty to introduce you to all the wrong things is a bad friend, is a toxic friend. You should leave. The second, which is also important, is I'm going to be using the word pessimistic and optimistic. Now, when we're talking about pessimistic, we're talking about people that don't think there's a future, and optimistic, we're talking about someone that believes that things are going to work out perfectly. Now, if your friend is pessimistic, I'm sorry, but you should leave. You should dump them. Because people like that do not allow you to grow. They do not allow growth in your life. They do not allow progress in your life. They do not ever see something going perfectly the way you're picturing it. For a person, I always have a long vision about things. I always have this mindset that, when you do this thing like this, the end goal should be something like this. I am not saying it will be perfectly like that. I'm just saying it should be around that area. Now, don't ever keep a friend that when they hear your ideas, the first thing they tell you is it's going to fail. Nah, that's bad energy. We don't do that here. We like to keep the vibes on 100. You don't bring in bad energy to me. You don't bring in bad mouth to my business. You don't bring in bad mouth to my relationships. You don't bring in bad mouth to my finances, to my investments. No, you don't do that. Because before I thought about investing in this thing, I must have thought about it over and over and over again. On the other hand, when you have an optimistic friend, or when you are an optimistic person, you tend to see that you are always thinking into the future. You're always making plans for the future, because you know that living in the moment can be exciting, but the moment can end. And when the moment ends, you find out that you have not invested anything in life and you've not done anything for yourself. That is the problem with living in the moment. Now, being optimistic means you making plans, making conscious plans, making intentional plans to the future. So, if your friend is pessimistic, not optimistic, you should dump them. Okay, so my next question are, what are the signs of a toxic friend? So, the signs of a toxic friend are very simple. They are like the opposite. They are like the direct opposite of the signs or the qualities of a good friend. Therefore, if you were listening and you were taking notes, I think you already know most of them, but I'm just going to say it for the benefit of those that don't know. Okay. Number one is they are not supportive. 2, they are not trustworthy, because you don't know what they're going to say about you because they gossip regularly. Okay. Another sign of a toxic friendship I can remember is they're always trying to change you. They're always trying to make you a different person. And bro, I'm not trying to change here. I'm trying to be better. I don't want to change. I want to be better. Don't change me. Okay. Another sign of a toxic friendship is they do not respect your boundaries. They do not respect your personality. They don't know when to stop a joke. They take your presence for granted, and they generally don't know your worth. Yeah, they don't know your worth. So I'm going to say this again. I don't know the reason why somebody will be in a place where they are devalued. Nah. You shouldn't be in a space where you feel less. You shouldn't be in a place where you are not comfortable. You shouldn't be in a place where you don't feel peace. And the funny thing is that most of the time, people do not even notice that some friendships are toxic, or maybe they notice and they think it can get better, so they decide to let it go. So I just want to use this chance to let us know that it's a friendship. It's not a do or die affair. When it is not healthy, we leave. In my words, we move. If it's not, beneficial, if we're not gaining anything positive from each other, we move. I think that's it. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for visiting my channel. Do well to like, subscribe, comment, and share, so that your friends and your friends and your friends' friends that are really your friends can come and see. And by the way, if you're a toxic friend and you're seeing my video, please change. Thank you. You are stressing people out. I'm sorry, but I'm being honest. And here, I'm keeping it real. Thank you guys for joining me in my video about friendship, and I plan to bring so many other videos like this to you. So please do well to tell me your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new here, please do well to subscribe and like and turn on the post notification so you know when I drop a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to thank you so much for being here. I love you. And also, please comment and share to your friends. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you are a toxic friend or a good friend. Bye.